What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today on the channel I am proud to announce, truly proud of myself for this, my first ever brand new car. Not new to me, brand new car. And I'd like to tell you about it. So this is my 2025 Toyota Camry. Not new to me, this is my first ever truly brand new car, and I am quite excited about it. Now, for those of you who may have seen a previous video from a few weeks ago, if you haven't watched it, go check it out. I had a blue one of these, 2025 Toyota Camry LE, the exact same thing as this, except it was blue, reservoir blue. Cool color. Deere decided he didn't like me, and the day after I bought that car, this whole area was all crunched in. Brought it back to the body shop, they deemed it totaled, and since then I've been working with insurance and finally was able to get that all figured out and get my new car. That car had 12,000 miles on it, very lightly used, in good condition, but this is my first ever brand new car. Gave me a reason to pull the trigger on my first ever brand new car. I'm pretty excited about that, pretty proud of myself that I can do that. So let's get into this car. This car is a new 2025 color, Ocean Gem is the name of it, Ocean Gem Metallic specifically. Whereas the last color that I had, the blue, was not metallic. Cool color, but looked kind of flat. This, you can see the metallic in there. My one little bit of sunlight poking through the trees. Big fan of this color. Looks kind of navy in the dark, looks kind of silver in the light sometimes. Kind of color changing. It's a very neat color. New for 2025. This is an LE, like I said, base model. A lot of features with the base model, surprisingly. Comes with 16-inch wheels on these high-profile tires for a very pleasant ride. I like the refresh with the front and the rear. New headlights. I like this accent line kind of across from headlight to headlight. Big fan of the bumper. Some people are calling it a refresh, some people are calling it a new generation. I'm kind of impartial. People are saying that this side profile is mainly, let's back up and show you. This side profile of the car is the main part that doesn't seem to have much of a redesign, but the front and rear do. I don't know. It's a Camry. It's not exactly, it's not a Maserati. Paint, like I said, I love the color, except I think it's inherently a Toyota thing. Pretty orange peely on the paint. If this paint were really smooth and took that texture out of it, I think it would be that much better, but that would drive the cost of the car up, which this is supposed to be a cost-efficient, budget-friendly car. Nothing super entertaining. This is the LE, so you get the less aggressive looking front and rear bumpers. There's no exposed exhaust tip. The exhaust is hanging out underneath there, but I like it. It's pleasant. It's going to be just a commuter for me. All-wheel drive in this. I did not have that in the last vehicle. And high efficiency vehicle. 2025 Camrys only come in hybrid. If you're buying a 2025 Camry, it's a hybrid, period. No V6, no gas, only options are available. LE, like I said. Check out the trunk. I picked this car up yesterday and I've taken none of the stickers off. I think I'll enjoy that for a little while. Enjoy the newness about it. This car has the factory option of the all-weather floor mats in the car as well as in the trunk. A lot of space back here, spot to hang a cargo net or grocery bags, whatever it may be you want. I like the accessibility of the trunk. Big opening back here, doesn't cut off at the taillights and go straight up. And it's pretty low to load things in here. Only about the height of my hand. So it's not a big drop down. You know, if you're putting something heavy back here, you don't want to finagle it through this tight little opening. There's plenty of space back here. Tons of golf clubs or groceries, whatever it may be that you're putting back here. And you can drop your rear seats from these tabs on each side so you don't have to walk all the way up to the back seat to come back and put your items back in here. Nothing real fancy about the exterior. It looks nice. It looks pleasant. Not aggressive. It's a Camry. It's unbelievably, unapologetically normal. This car has the black interior option. At the dealership that I go to, they try to option the cars out with the black interior as much as they can, from what I heard. My last car had the gray interior, so the same the same style with this texture. There it is. But we're in the back seat here. I've heard a lot of complaints about the headroom. I'm sitting behind myself in the driver's seat to get the most accurate representation, I feel. Headroom for me, I'll sit up nice and straight here. I mean, I'm wearing a hat too. And it's okay. It's not, I don't have a foot of headroom above me, but it's plenty. Sitting behind myself, quite a bit of room. If we were road tripping and I was in the back seat of my own car, hopefully not. If I were in the back seat of my own car, I'd probably be pretty comfortable back here. Minimal on the soft touch. I know people go crazy about that. Nothing. Right where your elbow is going to sit is soft touch. Nothing other than that, but that's about the important part. This is drop down in the center. Cup holders, armrest. No trunk pass through, but the whole back seat does come down, so it's pretty cozy back here. The seats are pretty soft, and you get your own vents back here, which you can control, and a USB-A and USB-C plug-in back here as well. So you can be pretty comfy in your own little world in the back seat. Pretty cool view. Interior was pretty heavily gone over from my understanding. This is the small screen. With the higher end models, you get a 12-inch screen. This is an 8 point something. Accent on the passenger side to follow the vent grill. I believe it's a new steering wheel. And full screen for the gauges and a few hard controls, but we can check that out when we get to the front seat. Tan headliner I'm not crazy about, but that's just because I'm weird. If you have a black interior, I feel like you should just have a black headliner, but I know for visual size reasons, a lot of companies go with this gray tan on the pillars to make it feel like you have more room above your head. It's not so claustrophobic, but I personally would like the black, but that's just me. I've noticed with the right rear door, when you close it, it either feels like it doesn't close, which it is, but when you do actually close it, you get this ringing from back here. It just kind of makes it feel cheap. But again, it is a budget-oriented car, so if there's a few rattles and dings and stuff like that, it's not a G-Wagon, which they pride themselves on having that nice thud when you slam the door and stuff like that. That's not what this is. This is a base model Camry. In the driver's seat now, pretty refreshing, pretty new it looks in the front seat up here. It looks modernized, it looks refreshed. I don't know why people go so crazy over all this soft touch stuff, but soft touch on the top here, this cloth insert is soft touch on your elbow, but nothing else. This is all plastic. Dash is also the soft touch. Not quite sure why you would need that. Hard plastic everywhere else. I understand people like things being soft and cushiony, but I don't quite understand why you would need something down here to be soft touch. Again, that's just me and my 2 cents. People go crazy over that soft touch. Let's get a little air on. It's hot in here. Very Honda looking dash, very Honda looking taillights in this car. Kind of interesting to me. This car, like I said, is a base model LE. And with that, you get a lot of basic features. If there's something you're looking for, the base model may come equipped with it. Such as the light there is the automatic headlights. Trunk release, fuel cap release over there. A lot of controls on the steering wheel for your navigation and your gauge, wipers, lights over here, hard buttons like I said for the heated seats, for the climate control. Big fan of that. You don't have to go through the screen to select things such as where your air is blowing, the temperature, whatnot. I'm a big fan of that, not having to go through 1,000 screens for no reason. This does have the comfort package and the accessibility package, I believe. Comes kind of default options from the dealer, again, that I ordered it from. Home link system is on the bottom of the rearview mirror here. Convenient spot for it, so you don't have a bunch of buttons up here or whatnot. Sunglass holder, map lights, visors with, I like this, the BMW style sliding visor, which that does go off in case you forget to close your mirror. Base model also comes with wireless Apple CarPlay. I have not had that in a vehicle before, and it is incredibly convenient to not have to plug your phone in to get all the accessibility. Going back into the Toyota screen, I have figured out just about nothing with this system, so I can't speak on how easy it is to use, but it is pretty interactive. It is pretty quick. When you select something, it goes straight to it. If I would hit the button, everything is just like a phone where you can scroll. Keeps up with your interactions pretty well. I like this hoop piece, kind of separates you from the passenger side. Just something else that they didn't need to do. This whole piece doesn't need to be there, but it is nice. Wireless charging pad. Old school analog style shifter. No knob or slider or buttons. I like that. It's refreshing to have something that's pretty timeless in a vehicle like this. Open pass-through between your cup holders all the way up to the storage pocket up in front, which is convenient. You could put your phone sideways down in here, but if you do have something small, like these license plate screws, they have a tendency to roll all the way up into there. It is what it is. Plenty of headroom up here, like I was saying, the back seat lacking quite a bit in that. You can see it tapers down the whole way until your head, rather than kind of staying flat. Interesting choice, but plenty of room up here. This is where I'm going to spend all my time, so I'm okay with that. It is just a normal pedestrian car. It's meant for the purpose of getting you to work, getting you where you need to go, and nothing really beyond that. Again, with this car being unironically normal, I find it funny that there is an eco mode, there's a sport mode, and there is also a normal mode. I like that they call it that. Parking brake here in EV mode. You can use that if you're at less than 25 miles an hour for up to 25 miles. As soon as you go up to 26 miles an hour, it immediately takes the EV mode away. But neat to have. Eco mode will get you closer to that with still going above the 25 miles an hour. This car in sport mode is actually pretty fun, pretty entertaining. It's not going to win any awards. However, it does make the throttle touchier. It makes it a little bit more lively and fun to drive. I do like having it in sport mode, but I also like taking the opportunity of using the 50 miles per gallon this car gets. The higher models you go, you lose out on some of that fuel economy. Minimally, a couple miles per gallon, but you do start to lose on that fuel economy because of the heavier wheels that would be larger and whatnot. But I bought this car for the fuel economy, so the base model was pretty much the way to go. And you still get lots of basic features, such as the home link, such as the heated seats, heated steering wheel, and the power driver's seat is the main things that I was really looking for in a car like this. I put these in just about every single vehicle that I own, something of this style. The rubber floor mats with the edge on them, whether they be WeatherTech or factory, doesn't really matter, but I'd like having that for just sand or in the winter. It's incredibly convenient as well. I've never opened the hood in this car, but let's see what's going on up there. Probably a lot I don't know about. I'm glad I did not have the camera in my hand to open the hood. Very heavy hood, and the hood prop is on the hood, not on the radiator support here like I was expecting. So I'm glad I had that. In any case, this looks like a mess to me. I kind of know what's going on with vehicles under the hood, I would say at this point, but this would be a joke for me to even attempt to work on. But I do know this is your hybrid system, batteries over here, and your 2.5 liter engine as well. Yeah, if you're buying a Camry, this is not somewhere you'll probably frequently be. It's not exactly like you'll have a lot of modifications to do under here or whatnot. Again, some of the Toyota quality things. This is just primer down here. Just things that make it feel like it's a budget car. Overall, I'm quite happy with the 2025 Toyota Camry. Still with the all-wheel drive, 225 horsepower. Pretty stout for what it is. Works pretty well. Is that what I think it says? 0W8. I didn't even know they made that. Gas engine only drives the front wheels. There is a hybrid system for up here as well for the front wheels. Electric only in the rear. The gas engine is not connected to the rear wheels whatsoever. pretty interesting how that all works. Overall, that's my first impressions of the 2025 Toyota Camry. Pretty uninteresting, but also a pretty neat car at the same time. If you're in the market for one, I highly suggest looking at these. There's a reason they've been the best-selling sedan since who knows when, 40 years or something like that. I think they've done a pretty good job at keeping it exactly what it needs to be for the time being. 2025 Toyota Camry, you'll be seeing a lot more of this on the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment on the video, share with your friends, all the things. I'll see you guys real soon. Bye-bye.